Hello, this is Brian Resney, President of Resney Wealth Management. I'm bringing you an important update about the economy and the investment market so you can better understand what we're seeing in the economy and all the global markets around the world. We continue to see improving data sets, as I've talked repeatedly through the months of this year. Apple came out with earnings last night and they basically blew out expectations. We're seeing a big rally in all the futures, not only in the U.S. but around the world. Our global tactical opportunity portfolio, which is our relative strength rankings and how we manage client portfolios, is doing exceptionally well this year. And I continue to see improvements in not only that, I think by year end, I think we're going to see kind of what we call, again, that stealth rally. We had a little bit of a sell-off over the last couple of weeks, not much, about 3%. That's going to be expected. Nothing goes straight up in a straight line. You have to give a little bit of give back. What I mean by that is you go up 3-4 steps, you come down 1. You go up another 2 steps, you come down a half. I think we're going to continue to see that throughout this year. Our clients are well positioned not only to gain in income but in growth of their portfolio. We will make adjustments to our portfolio as necessary and dictated not only by our relative strength rankings, but what's appropriate for your portfolio based upon risk measurement. One of the things that I see a lot right now, especially on my radio show and the calls that we're getting from non-clients, are just people really concerned about the economy and all the news. I wrote a couple articles in the last few weeks about turning off your TV and turning off the news. Bottom line, folks, we do not manage portfolios based upon knee-jerk reactions to the news, the economy, day-by-day events. We don't react to every single data set that's out there. We react to not only intermediate but long-term trends, which obviously have been proven to work not only in the past, but I feel will work significantly in improving returns in the future. You have to turn off the TV. There's a lot of news out there, and I call it noise. It's basically worthless information that gets you emotionally upset and distraught. And if you base investment decisions on every one of these knee-jerk reactions, guess what? You're going to end up losing a whole bunch of money and ultimately taking more risk than you should. Bernanke comes out this afternoon, is going to talk about Fed policy. My gut reaction, he's going to keep rates exactly where they are. He's going to talk about the economy is basically in a rebound, slower than what they'd like, but definitely in a rebound mode. I believe we're going to see the initial jobless claims as we continue through this year get a little bit better, meaning lesser jobless claims, better unemployment, not significantly, but better. I think GDP this year will shock people, and I think ultimately we'll see somewhere around a 3% GDP growth. The emerging market economies are doing quite well, especially China. Their soft landing looks like it's taking hold. Again, things can change at any time, but your portfolio, whether you're managing it yourself, whether you're using a professional money manager like us, you have to follow a strategy. If you don't follow an investment strategy, guess what? You don't have one. And that really is what leads to poor investment decisions and really the biggest risk of all. When we see changes, when our portfolio dictates, especially on our relative strength, we will make sure we make those important changes to client portfolios. One of the things that I've kind of coined this phrase, our relative strength, our global tactical portfolio is kind of like a bunch of horses at the horse race. We don't race all the horses at once. We only want to race the 5 fastest horses. By being in the 5 fastest horses or the best growing investment sectors, whether that's stocks, bonds, gold, what have you, within a portfolio, not only do you stay diversified, but by riding the strongest, fastest investment sectors or horses, you ultimately, what we've seen in the past is it's proven to outperform the markets at a substantially reduced risk level. So we'll continue to run our strategy. We do continuously research and tweak that as necessary. But I believe investors, not only have our clients been well rewarded this year, I think this year is going to end fabulously well. We've got a long way to go. But I think over the next 3 years or so, as the economy, as the world economy gets better, and I believe interest rates slowly start to tick up and unemployment slowly starts to tick down, I think there's a lot of investors out there that are caught on the wrong side of the fence. This is Brian Resney with the Resney Wealth Report. Make sure you listen to this Sunday show. And of course, if you're a client, call us if you have any questions or you have referrals for our firm. We always like taking on new clients who want to better their situation. If you're not a client, call our office for a consultation. It can't hurt to talk and discuss your options. Until Sunday show, make sure you have yourself an extremely profitable week.